And this story is really embarrassing. Like
For you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm exposing myself. And so then I had to go to the toilet.
Why don't you just shove your hand in there and pull it out?
Are you fucking serious? So, no. No. And so then, good morning, Matthew.
Oh my gosh, I just almost did the biggest sneeze ever. Hang on. You know, I'm good. Sorry. Go. Let's go.
Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning. How are we?
Well, I'm great actually, and I've got the most scrollers coded story to tell everyone today.
Okay. Which, just for context, scrollers, Brittney's just been like quietly giggling to herself around the studio, just like, and I keep going, what? And she's going, I'm going to tell the best story ever. So, high expectations this morning.
And this story is really embarrassing. Like
For you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm exposing myself.
Okay.
And I actually considered not mentioning this at all, like putting it in the past, bury it.
Oh no.
Because it's that bad. But I'm just going to do it for the pod.
All right, well, tell us then.
Well, also scrollers, trigger warning.
Oh no.
We're talking about going to the toilet.
Okay, so fast forward a few minutes.
Skip forward like 4 minutes if you don't like this times when we talk about like poo on this podcast. We've told lots of poo stories on the pod. Remember when Ellie told her story last year when she shat herself in Thailand?
In fact, we should do an entire Close Friends episode
Please.
where you all just voice note us your stories of where you've almost shit yourself.
Yeah, please. Okay, so I've got a really embarrassing story, and you're never going to look at hotel rooms the same ever again. Okay, so as everyone knows, a couple of weeks back, April and I went to China. Mm-hmm. We landed on Sunday afternoon, and for that Sunday arvo, we just explored around with someone that we knew over there and went out for dinner, blah, 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 blah. Now, China is 3 hours behind Australia. So let's say it's 3 hours behind. Okay, so we went to bed that first night. April and I have separate hotel rooms, thank God.
There's a lot of foreshadowing going on. Like,
okay, I'll try to make it quick.
I'm expecting the worst.
I'll try. Okay, it's really bad. Okay, so I had trigger warning. I had my period. Okay, which is normal. Like, there's no shame in that. And so we went to bed, whatever time. Went to bed really early because it was late at home, and then I woke up at like 2 a.m. and just needed to go to the toilet. Matt's face already is like, where is this going? Now, I stupidly, because I was like in the middle of my sleep, I went to the toilet and I put my tampon in the toilet, which you're not meant to do. You're meant to wrap it up in toilet paper and chuck it in the bin. But it was just middle of the night, so I just didn't think. And because it was the middle of the night as well, I didn't flush, because you know how you just like go do a wee and then you just like leave it if it's the night or whatever. And again, I'm by myself, like no one's going to go to the toilet and see my tampon in there. Anyway, went back to sleep. Woke up at 5 a.m. and woke up like I was ready for the day, because that's 8 a.m. at home. So straight away, I'm pissed off. I wanted to sleep in a little bit. 5 o'clock, like bing, I was ready to go. And so, okay, I'm messaging AJ like, morning, it's fucking 5 a.m. here. I'm wide awake, ready to go. April's probably still asleep in her room. And so then I had to go to the toilet.
Number twos, I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together here.
So I went to the toilet.
Literally.
And for number 2, but it was only like a tiny little one. Like it wasn't anything worth it.
Basically just slipped out. It was a little fairy
Just
poo.
a little fairy poo.
Yeah, you don't do big shits. You just do little tiny.
It was just a little one, okay?
A couple nuggets, a couple of Maltesers.
Yeah, literally. But I hadn't flushed the toilet from the night before. Yeah.
So the tampon's the size of a brick.
Yeah, so you can see where this story is going. And so, Matt, when you have your period and you go to the toilet, there's obviously blood, you know, and so the water was red. And so I just went to the toilet, and like I probably use way too much fucking toilet paper as well. Like I'm one of those people. Like I just like roll up heaps of toilet paper. And so then I flushed and the water rose. Okay. And I was like, oh shit. And like it went up, and you know how like you sometimes like think you've clogged the toilet, but then in a few seconds it just goes gush and it all goes down. So I'm like standing there. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm pissed off that I've woken up so early, and then I'm pissed off that this has happened. Okay, and I'm in China, and it's not going down. So I'm like, fuck. What do I do in this situation? I'm messaging AJ. AJ, I've clogged the fucking toilet in China. What do I do? He's pissing himself, as you can imagine, like just pissing himself. So then I'm like, okay. The good thing was when the water had risen, I know this is like gross, guys, but it was just like red water at the top. Like it wasn't like poo and stuff floating, and I couldn't see the tampon anywhere. Sorry, I know this is TMI, but it just adds to the story. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do like another tiny little like...
Your first mistake. No. I've gone wide as a sheet over here.
Well, it wasn't all the way to the top, okay? So I was like, I can just like...
Why don't you just shove your hand in there and pull it out?
Are you fucking serious?
I don't understand.
Is that what you would do?
Absolutely, and I have. Shove your hand in there and unclog it.
Fucking hell, I would not do that.
Why not? And then just wash your hand.
Yeah, okay. So
Are you kidding? Sorted in fucking 2 seconds.
I know,
hand in.
I probably could have... Oh,
Because at this point, have you realised it's the tampon? Like you've gone, oh, the tampons.
Yeah, I realised then.
I just shove my hand in, pop the tampon out and let it all go down. Big wash. Get in the shower.
Yeah,
wash it all away.
I did something similar, but a bit different. So it was not all the way to the top. So I thought maybe if I just do a little extra, like half flush, you know, the water will rise that little bit more and it might push it down. So I did that, but it's come right up to the lip.
Yeah.
The red water is at the top. It looks like a murder scene. Okay. Then I'm freaking out. Like, what the fuck do I do? I did not think to fucking put my hand in there. Like, I was like, there's no way. So I'm panicking. I'm pacing around the room. Like,
wait.
What?
So have you gotten something from the room to...
Yeah.
So can I guess what it is?
Yeah.
So first guess is a chair leg.
No.
Okay.
But I was walking around the room like I need something.
Okay.
But I didn't think, no, because there was no chair. There was only a swivel computer chair.
Okay.
Otherwise, that would have been a good one. Like stabbing a wooden like chair leg down there.
I'm thinking coat hanger.
No.
Okay.
I'm too scared because then someone's going to fucking like use that. I went with a different angle, okay? I'll tell you what I did.
Okay, all right, yep.
I went to the little kettle and got a mug. I got a mug and this was my thought process, okay? Because I couldn't find anything to stab it. I thought if I...
Let me just scoop it out and throw it down the sink.
Yes. So it was just red water at the top. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the fucking mug, which mind you, I fucking threw in the bin after. I just want to put it out there. But also everyone never drink out of a mug in a fucking hotel room ever again after me doing this. So I got the little white mug and it was good because it has a handle. So I didn't have to touch the water because I didn't think to just shove my hand down there.
So sorted in 20 seconds,
I
love.
know.
Boom, boom.
No, okay. So I got the white mug and I was just scooping the red water and the toilet was like right next to the sink. So I had the hot water going in the sink and I did like 5 cups until the water went down a little bit more. Then I tried my method again of doing another little half flush thinking, because, you know, if there's like pressure that maybe it would just all go out, but that didn't work. So I'm in the hotel room and I'm like, yeah, this is it for me. I'm going to have to book the next flight out of here and fuck off back home because this is so embarrassing. So it's still 5 a.m. in the morning, right? This has all happened within like 5 minutes. So I'm spiraling out of control. I started Googling. Like I thought I need a plunger. Like if I have a plunger, boom, done, fixed.
Yeah.
And then so I thought I could call the reception, but that's so fucking embarrassing. So first, I'm on Google Maps Googling like hardware store near me at 5 in the morning. Mind you, I'm in like a big CBD. There is no hardware store anywhere. I don't even know if they have like a hardware store over there. And all that's coming up is like wholesale supplies of like, you know, hardware and shit, like wood supplies. And I'm like, fuck, this is fucked. So then I'm thinking, what do I do? I'm ringing AJ. I'm spiraling. I'm still so mad that it's 5 in the morning. Like I'm so angry that I've woken up that early. And AJ goes, just fucking ring them and like just have them come and sort it. You're never going to see them again. And I was like, you're right. So no. And so then
no.
So then I thought, okay, I'm thinking
No.
So April and I were going to the fabric market that day for the first time. So I thought if I call them and let them know, then I could leave to go to the fabric market and they would deal with it, and then I wouldn't have to see them. And then I'd come back and it'd be fixed. But then I just thought, I can't have someone look at my poo period toilet. Like, I can't. Like, it's a lot. And so I called them, like, eventually, and I said, hey, do you guys have a plunger for a clogged toilet? And she was like, yeah, I'll send someone up. And I said, I'm happy to do it myself. I just need the plunger. She's like, okay, I'll send someone up. So then 5 minutes go by, and there's a knock at the door. And it's a little guy with his a little bag, so like in a branded hotel bag with the plunger in it. And he like signaled to say like, I'm coming in to do this for you, like a maintenance guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's okay. Like saying, you know, and he couldn't speak English, so it was like awkward. And I'm like signaling to him, just give it to me and I'll go and do it. And then he kept saying something that I obviously couldn't understand. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, just give it to me and I'll do it. And then he got his phone out and got like the translate up and said, okay, I will wait for you. And so I'm like, okay, I've got fucking 5 seconds to do this because he's waiting at my door. You can imagine I'm just panicking. Okay, so he took the plunger out of the bag, which I'm like, is this a communal fucking plunger? Because like,
probably.
I feel like plungers are a one-time use. Sorry, no. I know it's waste, but like, communal fucking plunger, you reckon?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've run like.
I use a communal toilet brush.
True. Communal toilet. Yeah, true. Okay. So there I am with this plunger, and I'm like, I've got one chance to do this. He's waiting at the door, so I'm like panicking that like I need to get this done straight away. Now, it was a standard plunger, you know, like a wooden stick with the dome on it. It wasn't one of those ones that like goes in and out, kind of thing, like a fucking, what are those what are those things that goes?
A xylophone.
No, not xylophone.
Accordion.
So it's just a standard one. Okay. And so I just get it and shove it straight down in, but it flipped inside out. Because like I didn't really look at it. So then it's fully like, you know, like a dome.
Yeah, it's an upside down umbrella.
Yeah, picture an umbrella flipping inside out. I've shoved it straight down and it went backwards and like back on itself. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Because it wasn't suctioning. So then I lift it out, and then at that point it's covered in toilet paper and poo. And I'm like, what the fucking heck? And because it had flipped inside out, it turned into like a cup. So like all the toilet paper was stuck in it.
So now you've got a second mug.
So then I'm banging it on the fucking toilet to get all the toilet paper off. Then I took it into the shower, which was just next to the toilet, rinsed it off with boiling water. Then I had to touch it to flip it back inside out because this thing is made of thin rubber, like a Tupperware container thickness. Like it's not a thick, solid plunger. It's so paper thin, Matt. And I'm thinking, great, this is not going to fucking work.
So, yeah. Flip it round and poke the shit with the stick end.
So then,
you've done that, have you?
So I've flipped it the right way again, and I'm like, I'm just going to have to do this again, but just start shoving it, even though it's like a stick. And so I think it took about 3 shoves, 3 good shoves, because it was fully flipped inside out. And then the water went gush, and it was all gone. So then I washed the upside down umbrella in the hot shower because I'm like, I'm not giving this back to the guy with shit on it. And so I fully fucking washed it in the hot shower, threw the mug in the bin, took it out to him, and like it was like doing, like it was so embarrassing, like handing it back to him, like, there you go, it's all good now. Like, I've gotten rid of the fucking clogged toilet. And so this whole debacle was like an hour of my morning, and what a shit way, pun intended, to start day one in China. And so April woke up and I told her all about it, and she was just mortified. And that's my scroller's coded story.
I thought you were going to say that the person who came to the door was like a fake customer or something, because when you were like, they're never going to see me again, I was like, oh my God, it's going to be someone who knows you. They might have been a scroller. Like,
no.
Also, I will say you did give a trigger warning at the start for people who, you know, can't deal with when we talk about poo. I feel like even as someone who can deal with talking about poo, I do feel that even with a trigger warning, that has still scarred me for life.
Oh, great.
Like,
well, should I record another little trigger warning now and Xander puts it in earlier? Like trigger.
That is... I actually have no words.
Well,
I'm speechless.
Can someone out there make me feel better? If anyone has a worse story than that, like I know we had the scroller that time send in the one about how she shat herself in the middle of Coles. Or like Woolies or whatever it was. But if anyone's got a worse story out there, can you please let me know? Because like at least no one saw it at the end of the day.
And next time, will you just shove your hand in there and sort it out?
No, I don't. Like that.
I don't know. Like,
that
is that really crazy?
That didn't even cross my mind.
Nah, I'd do that for sure. Get it done. Sort it out. I can't waste time.
Yeah, right. That didn't even cross my mind putting my hand in there.
Nah, 100%. Get it in. Get it sorted. Done.
So yeah, lesson learned. Flush when you go to the toilet in the middle of the night, and don't be so stupid to put your tampon in the toilet. Yeah.
Okay. You know, you've been to Greece.
No, I went to Ibiza for like Spain. 5 seconds.
I think that's Spain, but
yeah, it is.
Greece, they don't have they don't have a good pipe system, so you have to wipe and then put it in a bin next to the toilet.
This is what Xander was saying before.
Yeah, so when? Was I there?
Upstairs before.
Also, it's Google Girl. Please
sorry.
Please get it right.
So what, at public toilets or all toilets?
All toilets. Even in you know, that really expensive hotel that we splashed out on for Greece with the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was wipe and put it in a bin.
Wait, so you
put
can't...
it in a bin next to the toilet.
Oh, but you poo into the toilet?
Yeah.
Xander, Google Girl, was saying before that he has stayed somewhere where someone came and scooped the poo out of the toilet. Yeah, come in and tell. Hang on, he's taken over the mic.
Imagine that being your job.
Hello, debut on the YouTube. So this was also in China, ironically.
Oh.
Yeah, and so when I was on tour, we had to share a hotel room with like someone else in the cast, and this hotel was one of those hotels, Matt, where like you had to wipe and chuck it in a bin. But we ignored that because like it's a toilet, like it'll just flush. No, it didn't flush, and so we were all pooing in these toilets and chucking the paper in, and all of a sudden like everyone's toilets were not flushing and just floating with poo. And so the hotel man had to come up and he just got a spoon and started scooping the poo into the bin in the toilet. And so everyone was just chucking their bins full of poo in the hallway of the toilet because the room stank as shit. It was horrendous. It was diabolical. It was so bad. So that's my China poo story.
Everyone's got to have a China poo story.
I don't have a China poo story, but...
China poo story.
Speaking of poo, did you see that Denny Hines left I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? She actually said, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, because she couldn't poo in the jungle. She was constipated because she didn't want to poo. Okay, so as someone who has gone to South Africa and gone to the set of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here and has had to do a poo in the toilet that the celebrities use, let me tell you, I don't fucking blame her. That thing is a portal to fucking hell full of shit from anyone from Kerry Ann Kennelly to fucking...
Robert Irwin.
No, well, he hasn't been on the show. But all the celebs, let me tell you, because Australians love to say, it's filmed in Australia, it's filmed in the Blue Mountains. Let me tell you right now, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, at least the Australian season, for the most part, has been filmed in South Africa. I saw it. It genuinely is in the jungle. Mm-hmm. They genuinely are sleeping outside. I had to do it.
Why do people always say that they're not?
I don't know. I know that there is a few reasons. One, the UK version, I believe, is filmed in Australia.
Okay.
And also during COVID, when they couldn't travel there, they filmed a few in Australia. So there are a whole bunch of reasons, but a lot of people have said that they or a lot of people are under the impression that it's filmed in Australia and it's all fake. It's not fake at all. I've literally been there. And the toilet, let me paint the picture for you, because it's the one thing that you don't see on the show.
Yeah.
And I had a microphone on and all the rest of that. Now, I didn't know that you actually can hang your microphone up and go into the toilet to do your business. So, and they listen 24/7. So I've had my microphone round my neck, and all that poor person would have heard was... because all I was eating was rice and beans. So I was a little backed up and I was trying my goddamn hardest. And then you want to know what the worst part is that they don't really show either on television about what these celebrities have to then do, is then you walk down and around the back and you pick up, I don't know, some sort of fragrance thing and some sawdust or charcoal or something, and you cover it and it just goes in this big bin. And then I think they do show this bit on TV. There are people who are like the designated, you know, you've got someone who cooks the food, someone who does this. There's usually two people on the show who are the designated toilet changers. So they've got to go and take the toilets and empty them and bring back the clean bins. But let me tell you, no word of a lie, those celebrities are shitting on a piece of wood with a hole in it, like a long drop. They're shitting into this bucket underneath.
It's a poo chute.
There's poo all over the fucking wood. It smells like piss in there. And I was looking around. There's giant spiders. And I mean, we have some spiders in Australia, but these ones looked fucking evil. There was a snake at one point above my head as I'm trying to do a shit in the jungle. It's harrowing in there. And also there's no light. There's maybe a tiny, tiny light that's not very bright at all. So you also are looking and you can think you see spiders in the dark, but you're not really sure. I do not blame anyone for leaving I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here because they couldn't use the toilet. Danny Hines, I stand with you, sister, because it was fucked up.
Why don't they just make the toilet like even just a bit nice? Or is it part of the whole
Well, I think
experience?
it's part of the whole experience. I think it's part of the fact that you really are thrown into the depths of, I mean, those celebs are genuinely, there's no special treatment. Trust me, there's no, because I was a huge fan of the show. And in fact, after going and doing the little social job that I did, I feel like I can barely watch the show because I'm almost so triggered by that experience. But you don't, no one gets any special treatment. You are out in the real world elements. You are sleeping outside.
Did you sleep there or were you just there for a day?
Only for one night, yeah. But it was still fucked. You can hear the, so they have people stationed around, like security guards almost, stationed around in like a big circle around maybe, let's say, 50 meters out from the camp. Mm-hmm. And they're in like a circle so that if an actual predator, like a lion or something was to come, they'd be able to sort that out.
Yeah.
But...
Well, that's good to know.
But like small, like monkeys, small... I don't know, like, because you don't know what they are, but I could hear things in the trees. I could hear things in the bushes, like animals, but obviously like, let's say a possum. I don't really remember what was in South Africa, but like all of those can come right up to you, on top of you.
Did you like sleep with your head under the blanket?
Well, it's quite hot though in South Africa.
True.
So it was, I don't even know whether I used the blanket, and then you've got the mosquitoes. But the toilet is 100% the most disgusting thing ever. The shower is out in the wild. Like everything is like, all of the cameras and everything are camouflage. So it was weird because like I was sitting in the camp and you can kind of hear you can tell there's a cameraman. Like sometimes the cameraman might have been like, and you just like remember that someone's there. Yeah. And then you look up and you try and spot the camera, but you can't see the camera because it's like camouflaged in the bushes and all the rest of that. So like, you know that they're there, but they hide everything. All I'm trying to say is it is genuinely the real deal. Like it is 100% the real deal, and they really are put in there 24 hours a day, apart from if they go and maybe do their challenge for 45 minutes and hopefully you're picked to do that. Like, you know how people are like on the show, they get excited to do it and you think, why are you excited to eat a fucking zebra ball? It's because thank fuck I'm allowed to go and do something, because otherwise you just sit there and do nothing for 24 hours a day except sleep. You eat beans and rice and hopefully you win a challenge and get some zebra.
I don't think that I can... I don't think I could go on a reality show where I'm away from my phone. Like I'm
That's
like
so
an
many of them.
iPad kid.
Yeah.
I'm like an iPad kid with my phone.
That's so many of them though.
Yeah, like Big Brother, I'm a Celeb, like all those shows where they're not on their phone. I couldn't do it. I wasn't an iPad kid because iPads weren't out when I was a kid, but I'm an iPad kid now.
And I'm trying to think like Amazing Race. Can you have your phone on Amazing Race?
I don't
Because you
know.
don't need it, but like then
But surely
When
at
you're in the
night and
hotel.
stuff they have it. It would be so weird to be without your phone for like 24 hours.
well, I've kind of learnt to love it recently, like on the flights and stuff.
But do you
No
have books?
Wi-Fi. Yeah, or I just sleep.
Yeah.
Let's check our screen time, something we haven't done in a very, very long time.
Okay. Well, you've been on a flight and stuff, so yours is going to be better than mine.
Yeah, mine might still be high though because
Where
you
is
know,
it?
there's been a lot of engagement
time.
on my engagement.
What am I clicking? Where am I going again?
I just search for screen time and then you have to see all app and website activity and then you scroll down and then you say last week. We'll go off last week.
Where do I go here? See all website
Yeah,
activity
and then scroll down
in week.
and week and then scroll down and then at the top you can go last week.
Where?
Scroll down at the top. Right there at the top. The blue button at the top. Last week.
Oh, yeah.
So what was your last week average?
9 hours 55.
Nice. I'm 7 hours 50.
And how many times do you pick up your phone average?
Wait, what does that say? Where do I find
Pickups
that?
last week average. Scroll down a bit.
121 a day.
I'm 83.
Oh, wow. There you go. So I'm picking up more,
Yeah.
but not staying on as much.
Yeah.
Whereas
I'm just on.
you're always on.
I'm on
You're
my
picking up
phone.
less, but you're on. Wow, I didn't even know we had pickups. That's
83.
so fun.
It was 66 hours a week that week
Huh?
for the week.
Oh, what's your average daily?
9 hours 32.
I'm 9 hours 55.
I didn't even know you could see pickups. That is so fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, we haven't done our screen time for a long time, so there you go.
Yep. I would love to be one of those people that gets it to like 3, but it's actually impossible with my job.
Yeah.
Because my whole job is on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
So I'll blame it on fate.
Okay.
But anyway, that is my poo story, my China poo story.
China poo story. China poo in China poo.
If anyone has a better story than that, like a worse one, look, it's not that bad. I dealt with it at the end of the day and it was fine. The cup is gone and no one else should ever drink out of a cup or touch a chair leg or a coat hanger in a hotel room ever again, because you never know what someone has done with that.
And you know what? When I was in Canada, I boiled the kettle to make a tea and then went...
People
Actually,
wash their undies in
yeah,
that.
so I went, nah, better not.
Yeah, do not use kettles or cups in the hotel. But I mean, then you could start thinking about everything. When you
Well,
go to a buffet
well.
and you're using the cutlery.
And this is the thing. And this is, you know, I was talking last week about how Sky got sick from that guy that we spoke to. And yes, I spent less time around him, but I reckon it's because my immune system has been through fucking hell. Because I put it through hell. Like Sky is very sanitary, always washing hands like all the time, sanitizing.
just
I never
germs.
sanitize. I'm
You're
not
just
well, yeah, I obviously wash my hands. Can I also just point out, I think that girls in particular would be alarmed to find out how many of their boyfriends and husbands are not washing their fucking hands after they go to the bathroom.
Yep. And they
In a public
touch,
toilet.
They touch.
They
Like girls-
they shake that shit, the piss all over their hands.
Yeah, like girls
dick
can get
all
away
over
with
their
not
hands.
touching because it's the toilet
Swear,
paper.
some men go up to a urinal, come out. I see that many fucking pubes on that fucking urinal. I'm like, what the fuck is going
Urinals
on?
are the most disgusting thing
It
to
is
me.
fucked. So what I'm saying is, I will then always wash my hands. I feel like that just should be the standard. I will wash my hands. It'll take me 20 seconds. 6 men will walk out after peeing
But
without
also,
washing
when
their
you
hands.
pee on a urinal, I love that this has turned into a fucking bathroom podcast. Like, do you pee down in hopes that it like goes down the urinal wall? Because I'm just picturing pissing straight at it and it just coming straight back at me.
Well, no, it hangs, so you kind of piss down.
Yeah.
You know,
but it would
unless you've
still
got-
splash.
Well,
There would be splashback.
sometimes.
Google girls nodding their head.
I feel like it depends how fucked up you are with pissing, though.
Well, what if it's like
I don't
okay,
I don't often splash on myself.
So picture when you're really busting and you do a wee and it's like shooting out real fast.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. Google, go jump in here. But I'm going to say, I know that, I've been in a bathroom with some of my girlfriends who just need a fucking piss so bad. I have heard the stream and it is like it could start a war and finish it. You know what I mean? Like I reckon some girls can piss and it would fucking take someone's head off if they tried. Men, Google, go correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we can't piss hard.
Oh, I can.
You can piss hard.
Yeah,
like,
if I'm
like,
really- if
like,
I'm
like,
really-
You've got a weak piss.
No, I
Matt.
can.
You're
but-
weak as piss.
But I can piss weak as piss. Well, that's where the saying comes from, isn't it? But yeah, like I know you can push and do like a hard pee, but
if you
not
just let
like
it go-
not like chop someone's head off fast.
If I'm busting, it is like full ball at the wall. But like if I'm just like doing a casual wee, it just like kind of like comes out.
Matt, you need to look into that because I reckon weak piss is a sign of something.
Yeah.
Well, I actually. Oh no.
Don't say it.
No, well, I was gonna say. No, I think it's too much for the
No,
podcast.
say I've
but there
exposed
have
myself.
been some instances. I've had conversations with some of my friends about some of the functions, and I think mine is a little different to others.
You have weak piss.
No, no, I'm just saying. I'll tell you after the podcast, Xander. Actually, I think it would blow your mind. Can you promise not to put this in the pod, or beep it out if you are going to put it in the pod?
Okay.
Okay, I never in my life have. Never in my life, not physically possible for me to have. The first time you will see from me is when I.
Okay, we're definitely taking that out of the podcast. Okay.
But can you leave all the beep in though?
Yes.
How great is that? Like all of my friends are like,
Matt,
that's
I
not
think
right.
you should go and get checked out.
But why?
I'm
Everything's
concerned.
fine. Everything's fine. Everything's working fine. Why does my penis need that function?
I'm going to tap out.
Google Girls
I
gone.
don't know. Google girl, edit that to
Just a
make
full
sure we
beep.
don't have a Daily Mail article out of that one.
And
But
you'll
yeah.
have to like cover his mouth in the YouTube.
Oh, so true.
Just censored. Look, anyway,
put a big eggplant over my mouth as I talk about it.
Poo China story is, it's done and
That'll
dusted.
go down in history, love.
Should we get onto like a royal flush?
Yeah, we have, because we haven't done a royal flush in a while.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Oh, Matt, I've got so much to talk about. Can I like also hijack close friends this week? Because
Yep.
I've written down so much to talk to you about.
Yep.
And last week was all about you, so this week's all about me.
Please be upstanding for the royal flush.
Okay, you go first.
Well, I thought we should talk about, because a couple of weeks ago, we discussed people we thought would come to Australia and do a tour this year.
Oh, yeah.
And funnily enough, the day we posted that episode, Harry Styles had just announced that he was coming to
And we
Australia.
didn't say Harry, did we?
I don't think we did, no.
And I'll tell you what else I want to say. We recorded that episode last year.
Yeah.
And it came out this year.
Yeah.
Because we pre-recorded heaps for like the Christmas break. And everyone, like, also just recently, Hilary Duff announced that, first of all, Hilary Duff did a tour like in America, and then she announced that she's doing a world tour. And people were tagging me because I commented on her video being like, oh my God, come to Australia. And people were like, you didn't say this in your predictions video. But in my defense and our defense, we recorded that last year before Hilary was even doing music. Like, I think that was before she even came out with her new song that she's just recently come out with.
Probably.
So, of course, she wasn't on my predictions because she wasn't even doing music.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, whoever that was.
I'll be very excited to see her live.
Oh, Matt, we are like, if she comes to Australia and she is in a stadium big enough that has corporate boxes, I'm doing that. And like, we'll do a competition and like scrollers and faters can win to come.
Nice.
And you're coming.
Oh, well, good. Thank you.
Yeah. Even though I know you don't really like a corporate box, that'd be fun if we'd like do a competition.
Yeah. Well, Harry Styles announced he's doing his shows in Australia. Lovely. Can I tell you? He also announced 30 nights at Madison Square Garden, which is a crazy, crazy amount of shows to do. 30 shows. That's the only venue, I believe, in North America that he's doing. So Canada, Mexico, all the rest of it. They've all got to go to Madison Square Garden if they want to see him.
Is Madison Square Garden in New York?
New York, yeah. I've made
Is
a
it
video.
a stadium?
No, it's an arena and it only holds, I believe, around 19,000 people.
So why
it's
is
like
it called garden?
Oh, go. Why are you asking me all the questions? Go Google, girl.
Because when I think Madison Square Garden, I think a big square garden.
No.
So why is it called that?
Because the original 1879 arena was located next to Madison Square Park.
So it used to be next to a park. Whenever I hear so-and-so's performing at Madison Square Garden, I'm picturing like
Central Park.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, like a maze.
Yeah, I'm
Queen of
picturing
Hearts.
like hedge maze
Oh, fun.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Can they just call it something else? Because I do not associate that.
Sure, let's all just change the names of everything because Brittany's not fucking happy with it.
But
Anyway.
it's the fact that it's not a garden, it makes no sense.
30 shows at Madison Square Garden, quite a lot. That means
So that's the only place in America.
everyone in
North
America,
America.
or Canada or Mexico needs to go to
the one location.
The one location.
I wonder what the reason is for that.
Can't be bothered.
Yeah.
He probably can't be bothered. I do find it interesting that all 30 are, I mean, obviously Madison Square Garden is such an iconic venue for the American people, but I find it weird that he would do something like that. I don't know. My gripe with it is like, no one's got any money, babe. So you're expecting everyone to fly to you in New York City, let alone cross the country. Like literally Canada has to fly in. Also with the state of America right now, it seems a bit fucking naff to have all your show. Like maybe do 30 in Toronto, but I know that it's Madison Square Garden and he wants to like break all the records and all the rest of that.
True.
But like to put it on the fans to get to you kind of.
But also it's Harry Styles. He can do whatever he wants.
Well, evidently it hasn't worked in his favour because ticket sales are so fucking low. I wouldn't be surprised if they
really?
cancelled everything. Here in Australia, not that bad. Here in Australia.
See, he's one person I wouldn't go and see.
So I'm only
Sorry,
seeing him
Harry
for the vibes. Like
Yeah.
I only bought a ticket because the new song Aperture, fucking bullshit, boring.
See, I feel like, so I think is Harry Styles like the same age as me?
I don't know.
Is he like 32
probably.
or something? Because I feel like I didn't grow up with Harry Styles.
Oh, I did. One Direction, babe. I went to
did-
every
I-
One Direction show possible.
I feel like I
was a Louis girl.
I feel like I was too old, even though he's the same age as me.
Yeah, we decided to get tickets because loved him when I was younger. I haven't really followed his solo career, but I think he'd put on a good show. I'm happy to just go to a concert.
I think he'll be great too,
Yeah.
but I'm just like,
So I
think I'll
thought
sit this one
I'm
out.
gonna, if I need to fight everyone for it and I miss out on tickets, who cares? And I don't
When is
care. December.
Okay.
Like I don't care to like, fight to the death for a ticket like I would everyone else I've gone and seen recently. And so I just jumped on 45 minutes after they went on sale. I'd actually forgotten about it. And I was like, oh God, they went on sale because I was in Canada at the time. So I was like, the time difference. So I was like, oh, they went on sale 45 minutes ago. I've probably missed out. I went on, oh my God, thousands and thousands of tickets left. I was shocked. I was able to sit there and pick my seats properly and not be worried about it. And I thought, why is no one buying a ticket? Really bizarre. This is obviously for the Sydney show. And then I messaged my friends and I was like, did you all get tickets? Nah, haven't tried. Nah, whatever. And then 2 days later, I was like, did you end up getting tickets? And they're like, oh, nah, we'll jump on now. And 2 days later, there were still thousands of tickets left again. And they were able to get everything.
Where's it at?
The stadium. So it's the
call.
stadium show. Yeah. So I don't really know what's happened, but no one seems to want a Harry Styles ticket. I don't know now how they're going. Maybe it'll be sold out. This is the problem with this podcast. We always say things
And then
at the time of recording, we're correct. And then you bitches change the narrative and suddenly we get called liars. So I don't know what's happened since, but right now,
So what's your royal flush?
what the fuck was my royal flush?
You said when we did our predictions about who's coming here. Is your royal flush that Harry Styles concert hasn't sold out?
I don't know. I can't remember what I wanted.
Where
the
were you
royal
going
flush.
with this?
Well, the predictions. Oh, maybe it was Hilary Duff. Who else has announced a tour?
Lily Allen.
Lily Allen, no.
And didn't Sabrina Carpenter tease?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right, maybe that was the royal flush.
Okay.
Is that Sabrina Carpenter tour looks promising. And
Yeah.
fuck me dead, if she announces it tomorrow before this episode comes out, I'll just look like an absolute idiot. But that is my royal flush. And that is, we're one step closer to me eating my words because you suggested Sabrina and I said, nah, not a chance. But then her Grammys performance was so camp. How fun was that? That is camp. If anyone ever says what is camp,
It's
Sabrina
sad.
Carpenter at the Grammys.
But what about poor Addison performing out the back? But she's new, I guess.
But also it was camp. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was camp that she was out the back. She doesn't need a crowd. That's what that says.
True.
She doesn't need a crowd. I thought she did really well. I loved it. What I will say quickly is
This is supposed to be my week on the pod, by the way, everyone.
the people who say that she was lip syncing.
Addison.
She wasn't fucking
You could hear her
lip-syncing.
breathing.
You could hear her breathing. And also, one thing that I don't understand is Addison just won't sing. Like, she won't lip sync. She just won't sing. And the backing track will play.
Yeah.
But she doesn't pretend to sing those lyrics. She just shuts up.
Yeah.
And you could absolutely tell. And as I said when we went and saw her, I was like,
She
the
actually
vocals were
sounds
actually
good.
great.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Like
she
she's
did a
not
great job.
like a fucking ballad singer that's going to belt out big notes, but she can sing.
And also, who gives a fuck if you can't sing? If your music's good, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, if you can sing, dance, have great stage presence,
Whatever.
that's a star to me. Okay, on to my royal flush.
Just one more thing. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Back
kidding.
off. Okay, well, this episode's already so long, so I'll keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
I have a lot to say, but we'll save it for close friends, okay?
Okay.
So my royal flush is something that I saw on TikTok a while ago now, and I just thought it would be something that you like. Remember how a while ago we were talking about how you have the night with your friends where you all get together and get things done? Like
Yes.
those things that you tick off, like updating your insurance or whatever.
Yes.
I saw another one of those things where you get your friends together for a night and you have a conspiracy theory night.
Oh, now there's something I'd love.
Yeah. So you like do a Canva presentation, like each of you on your conspiracy theory. And then you sit down, whether you're having pizza, drinks, whatever, and you do it in the lounge room, and up on the TV, you each present your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, love it.
What it is, a backstory on it, like just go in depth about it. And I know that you talk a lot on here, Matt, about like getting out of the catch up loop of just like catching up with your friends. How you been? How's work? How's the kids? So this could be a fun activity to do with your friends is put on a conspiracy theory night. And then you've got like something fun to do and talk about and just makes it interesting.
In the same vein, I saw a TikTok about doing other people's Kahoots.
What's this?
So you know how you can make a Kahoot?
What's
The
that?
quiz, the online quiz. Remember in COVID we're all doing Kahoots and
Never
you did
heard of
trivia?
it.
Well, you had no friends, but basically me and my friends, we would get together and do Kahoot nights where it was my job. You remember we were doing Zoom parties. Everyone would dress
Yes.
up on Zoom. We do a theme Zoom and then we did Kahoot parties where I would write like trivia questions about our friend group and I would message everyone individually and be like, Brittney, what's your favourite food? You'd be like, ice cream. And then I'd make a thing that goes, what's Brittney's favourite food? Ice cream, hot dog, pizza, burger. And then everyone had to vote for it and there was a winner at the end, right? So I created all of those and obviously I selected private so no one can ever see them. But there are plenty of people out there who have public questionnaires and Kahoot trivia games about their friend group. So you can just go on and find someone else's Kahoot to do. And so I saw a TikTok of people playing,
Doing
like
Kahoots.
just typing in Brittney's Kahoot and then it'll come up with like all questions about you because I made it and it's on public. And then so none of your friends know the answer, but you all just fucking
Have a guess.
have a go.
That's
have
fun.
a guess. And I thought that's so funny.
Well, it looks like we're doing a Kahoot night and a conspiracy theory night.
Yeah. In the corporate box at Harry Styles.
No, Hillary Duff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, fuck Harry Styles. Anyway, scrollers, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. It feels good to be back, and don't worry, I'm not going anywhere, and
Thank
hopefully
fuck
neither are
for
you.
that.
Rate us 5 stars or nothing at all. Leave us a comment. You can do that on Spotify. I don't know if you can do it on Apple, but do it there. I won't read it, but you can do it. If it's on Spotify, I will read it. Don't forget we upload Tuesdays and Fridays here. You can join our Scrollers chat on Instagram. Go to my Instagram and search at the top for Scrollers, and you know what to do. We're also on YouTube, so you can watch full episodes every Thursday because Google Girl is not a magician and cannot work fast enough, so we need to do it on Thursday. And plus we care more about your listens on the streaming services anyway, because that's how we make money and get ads. So fuck YouTube anyway, but so many people requested it. Hey, I said from the start I don't want to do YouTube videos, but people have begged and begged and begged, so you all better go fucking watch it.
I saw like one of them had like 300 views and I was like...
But here's the thing. Sorry, one last point. The point is, we did the YouTube videos not for so much the people who are listening right now.
It's for people that just want to catch up,
No, if you're listening right now, you probably listen to podcasts. But there is this whole network of people who apparently can't listen to a podcast. They have to watch it. Hello to you, by the way, because you're watching right now on YouTube. I'm waving at the camera.
Those people are so loud about it.
Right.
But then our views on YouTube
this is
compared
what I'm saying.
to Spotify are like night
1%,
and day.
like less than 1%.
Like night and day. So it's like people are so vocal, like, I can't listen to podcasts. I need a video, but then we do the video and not many people watch it.
To our scrollers who listen to our podcast, the YouTube video is not so much for you unless you'd like to go and watch it there. We would actually, in fact, I would prefer you just listen when it releases on Spotify or Apple or wherever. But you wouldn't understand how many people message every time we have a clip on social. You
Where's
can go
the long version?
Where's the full episode? Where can I watch full episodes? Are the full episodes on YouTube? It is all we've been hounded for like 2.5 years. Not so much from our scrollers who listen every week, more so from people who don't listen but want the YouTube video. Well, we have finally done this fucking YouTube video, and where are all these motherfuckers now? Apparently too busy to press play on YouTube, so sorry, let's sort that out. And they won't even hear this because they're not watching on YouTube and they're not listening to the podcast.
End of the fucking
so
YouTube video.
To all our scrollers who listen every week, we bloody love you. And to everyone who's requested a YouTube video, you better fucking hurry up and watch because I'm already over it, honestly. No, but seriously, Google Girl, because it makes it look bad. Because sorry, but we actually are a very, very successful podcast with a lot of fucking listeners. We're one of the top. I think we're the top on the Nova network, let's say, and we're up there with a lot of these big ones. And I feel like no one ever gives us credit. And now we've put up a YouTube video, 200 fucking views. It makes it look like no one's watching. And we are one of the biggest podcasts. There's the most in-demand podcasts. There's not a space on our fucking ad roster, love. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So it's embarrassing. Everyone go and put it on today, thanks. Anyway, darling, I'll let you go. I've got to go and watch the podcast episode.